4 early parts of early response. All right, so we did 4 parts of proactive prevention. Now we're gonna break down the 4 parts of early response. Number 1, constant communication. Even if there's nothing to report, there's cadence of communication. Number 2, inspecting expectations. That whole thing where you inspect what you expect, that's what this is. You can never get blindsided. And if you do, that's a blind spot you have, and you just have to solve it. Anything that happens to you more than once, or anything you do more than once, you build a system around it. And for those that have been in my world, you know that there's models, borrowing the best thinking, and systems, doing the same thing every time for everybody. Y'all have systems for how you comb your hair. You have systems on how you brush your teeth. You don't start in a different spot every time. And how you put your pants on. Try it tonight when you go back tomorrow. Change legs. Put the other leg in first and see what happens. You have built systems on how you put your pants on. This is the same thing. And this is the little secret that for agents that are closing 3, 4 transactions and want to close 8 to 10. It's just systems. And everyone conforms to your systems because your systems are your guide. And we must inspect what we expect. If we know what our system is, we can inspect it because we know what will happen next. Number 3 of the 4 parts of early response, we problem solve. We fix problems. And that means we will do the other agent's job and give them all the credit. You rock. At closing, you pet them and you're like, you were awesome. Never about us, about being a fiduciary and getting to the finish line. And number 4, contract to close tracking. This is following a checklist like a pilot taking off, a pre-flight checklist. I'll give you guys an example of kind of what this is. So I've had a VA for 4 years. So Priscilla's worked with us 13. Ice has worked with us 4 years in the Philippines. He's our transaction coordinator. And there was a part of the transaction where several of the agents on our team were venting that they weren't getting paid by our brokerage in reasonable time. I have a couple rules, but one of them is you don't fuck with people's money. Agent says that they feel they're not getting paid on time. That's for me to then go wrath. All right, what happened? Because that's not our system. Within 30 seconds, I was completely removed for years and slowly was getting back in. 30 seconds, I knew exactly what was wrong. And I just asked 3 questions, and in 30 seconds, I solved it. He was doing it all here because he got cocky. And he was doing 100 transactions every year, and he got cocky. And then we had to ramp up a business, and he got overwhelmed, and he forgot little things. Checklists are not amateur. Checklists are professional. And it makes sure that you can get ahead of problems before they exist. And you can solve problems in 30 seconds because I knew the system backwards, frontwards, up and down, even though I didn't touch it for years. 30 seconds is all it took. 2 questions. I said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how often, 1 being you never touch, and a 10, you live in the checklist? And he hesitated. And I was like, you're not using the checklist. And he's like, I'm not. There's the answer, guys. Because the system, you would have never had this problem. Like, the system is made so that you get paid. And we all are in agreement. We don't F with people's money. So, you gotta do that. We now solved it. And we solved it. And everyone understood. And no drama, boom, solved. Just follow the damn checklist. And if you have a TC that's a third party, have them use your checklist because yours will probably be better than theirs. And now you've taught them something because when you think of how to get ahead of problems, how to be proactive, your system is built on, all right, are we getting a yellow? Nope, good, we're good. All right, now we're at the next contingency. Are we? Oh shit, we're yellow. We haven't got an answer yet. All right, so now that we're in yellow and you explain it to your third-party TC, now what is your mechanism here? Like, what is it that you plan to do? Because here's what I want to do. I want you to call me every afternoon at 4 o'clock, and these are the things I want to have answered. Following a checklist, again, that's a pro move. So the agent who waits loses, and the agent who moves first keeps the deal. And this is what we coach to in Sales Rocket Coaching, is this actual contract to close checklist, both buyer and seller. I'll share this. We all say that representing buyers is harder, or we shouldn't work with buyers. I hate when new agents say I should only work with sellers. Like, buyer's fun, the listing agent's career. Yeah, we had our contract to close for buyers. I shared with you guys when I got back in, I'm hands-on on the team, and I went, why is our listing contract to close way more complicated than our buyer side. And as I went through it, I went, because my whole checklist is doing the buyer's agent's job too. Like my whole system that I built was all bulletproofing, and I just had been removed for so long and going, why is this so much more complicated? It's because every check and balance is doing the buyer's agent's job. And so that's where I want to kind of bookend this as to what that felt like or looks like in the real world. Your listing side contract to close has to have all checks and balances to protect your seller and keep the deal together.